let's look at each of the plans. Let's kind of rate them and evaluate them as standalone offers, right? So single
For
line,
sure.
they got a entry level plan of $40 a month. Unlimited data. I don't know if the details here are important to some folks, but
Deep
in
Prio.
times of traffic, your data may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Video coming in at 480p or 720p depending on the plan. So
Yep.
yeah, and that's kind of like a prepaid thing, right? QCI 9,
Mm-hmm.
480p video.
Yeah, but that's
Nice
one of
little
the things
thing.
that's one of the things they want to kind of break away from because as you'll see in their marketing, they're getting into the prio access, the more premium, and obviously we'll get into this in a deeper level later, but for the base plan, you're deprioed. The other two, you're prioed, you get more access and more value with respect to the performance.
5 gigs of hotspot with this plan, so that's a nice little benefit. I think after the 5 gigs, you're probably at like or
Mhm.
something very slow. Get $200 on your next 5G phone upgrade after 12 monthly payments with the total rewards, so that's a good value. Calling to 85 plus destinations, so that would be what, international, right? So international calling and texting, Canada, Mexico included for roaming, which is good. That puts it right on par, I think, with like Cricket and Metro, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so they wanted to, make sure that they're in alignment with the industry. So that's the $40 plan.
Yep.
As a standalone plan, Max, decent.
So the big thing is it's deprioed, and at least for me, this is a much bigger deal on Verizon's network compared to other networks. It just makes such a difference having the premium access, the ultra wideband, the nicer quality network experience. For $40 for a deprioed plan with kind of bare bones features, it doesn't really make sense, in my opinion, when you've got the visible plan for $25 a month, which is basically the same thing, except instead of 5 gigs of high speed hotspot, you're getting unlimited slow hotspot at 5 megabit per second speeds, which is
Well,
actually the same
actually,
hotspot that you
Max,
get on.
look at the structure of the hotspot. It's 5 megabits per second.
Well, it's 5 megabits on the highest plan. It's unlimited at 5 megabit on the highest plan, but then with the other two plans, you get a limited amount of hotspot at full speed. And I was really confused by this because that just doesn't make sense to me. But I confirmed it with a customer service representative, and that is in fact the case.
Okay,
But again, on that $40 plan, you can do way better with Visible or US Mobile because on with
sure.
US Mobile for $25, you're getting a plan with prioritized access. It's 35 gigs of limited data, but all of it is prioritized, so it's a more
So
premium experience.
we're lukewarm to this plan. We kind of like the other
Mhm.
one. The $60 plan appears to be a more prioritized experience. I don't get the 5G ultra wideband vibes on that base plan.
Right.
I get the 5G ultra wideband vibes on the next two, right?
Yep.
So,
Right.
and then the hotspot, you kind of described it. You're getting a more premium experience with the hotspot. It says unlimited, right? So,
Yep. Well, it's unlimited at 5 megabit. It's 5 gigs at full speed, like as fast as
oh,
it can
okay.
get.
Oh, okay.
So
So 5
it's what
gigs.
that
Yeah.
hotspot on the highest plan is kind of worse than the others because it's slower. You get unlimited of it, but it's slower. So it's like, more of something that's worse.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice. I wonder why they
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah. It's kind of weird.
Let's see. Yeah. What else? The $200 for the 12 monthly payments. So that's still there. That's across all plans.
Yep.
Same thing with the calling to destinations, Canada, Mexico, roaming in more countries. It says 15 plus countries, $10 in long distance credit to 120 destinations. And then this is where you start getting into the free line area, right? So get your
Yep.
fourth line free. So you'd pay
Mhm.
for the 3 lines, fourth line is on them. And then
Yep.
the way that would look,
It's actually a fourth line free on all three of the plans. It's just not listed on the base one, but the base one's also at $100 for 3 or 4, and then the other two are at
so
um,
4 lines, so
for the
4
price of
lines on the
3.
most premium tier is $120.
Yeah, it
That's
and that's a
pretty damn good.
yeah, that's like what Metro had. That was super legendary all those years back. That they took away from us, and we'll get into the comparison later. But yeah, 4 lines for 120 for the most premium plan is
Mhm,
something that we lost in the prepaid space, and
mhm.
it seems like Total Wireless wants to bring back.
4 lines on the entry level plan puts you at visible single line pricing for base,
Right.
right? So if you wanted to play the apples to apples with respect to cost,
Yep.
you can
Back
kind
to the
of look at
family
it like
plan.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
With respect to and Disney Plus, no
Yes.
ads
No
on
ads.
us. Okay, so that's cool. Um, then you have like the middle plan, comes in at 50 with auto pay. Remember, if you don't have auto pay set up, you're paying $5 more for each line.
Yep.
Um, this one kind of appears to have the same type of network experience. 15 gigs of hotspot, fast hotspot data, so it's prioritized or
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
The $200 total rewards credit towards the new device. 85 plus destinations, texting to 200 plus destinations, Canada, Mexico included, roaming in 15 plus countries, fourth line free, right? So it's similar to the 5G plus plan. And then you get the Disney Plus, no ads for 6 months. Okay, so a limited experience. So it's kind of like the junior version of the $60 plan in some ways,
Yeah.
but you might like the hotspot actually better on this plan
Right.
because it might be
Right.
faster. So if I didn't need unlimited hotspot, I was cool with like 5, 10, or 15 gigs. That might be the plan for you if the
Yeah.
hotspot speed matters, right?
Yep. And the only downside with it is the amount of hotspot you get, but it's still faster. And
Sure.
then there's Disney Plus for 6 months instead of getting it for as long as you're a customer.
But I think it's pretty clear. For a customer to navigate through these 3 plans, they could make a
Yep.
decision clearly,
Yeah.
like, which one is better for me. So, like,
Yeah.
each plan has an identity, I guess.
Yeah. It's a
And
simple
that's
lineup.
yeah, so and then you got your 2 line prices up there on the screen, 40, 42.50, and 47.50. 3 line is where you get to some good pricing, right? And then with the 4th line, that's where you start getting into the free territory. It really kicks up the value because your line pricing is now under 30 bucks, right? And for the premium one at 30, that's a really, really good deal. I
Right.
mean, not
It
many
is.
carriers are giving you any sort of a premium access for 30 bucks a line per month.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Yep, and there's some more phone deals there at the bottom
Yep.
explaining it. Verizon network, 10x faster speeds, Disney Plus on us. We talked about that. Here's some iPhone deals, free iPhone 12, the $200 in credits after 12 months, and then the 4th line at no additional cost on the plans. Okay, so that covers basically everything that Total decided to do, right?
Right.
This is basically what they wanted to do as a reinvention and a refresh. Just simplify things, 3 plan offerings, try to find everybody kind of where they are, and then the value and all those things. So now I think with them saying something, and this is literally what they said on the Verizon YouTube video, they said we want to compete directly with Cricket and Metro.